Hey guys, Verlis here, and it's finally time doing Malamar. So, pretty much this guy is straightforward and also at the same time upside down and backwards. He is really awesome, but really terrifying and sometimes too frail, but really useful. And it's pretty much if you get that first superpower, you have essentially won the battle, is how I've seen most of these strategies go. However, if you somehow just get an unfortunate one-shot, your luck has kind of run out and it's GG. So, looking at Malamar today, he is one of those Pokemon where I'm like, okay, straight up, you're pairing him with Klefki. I don't care how many times I've said that. You put Klefki and Malamar next to each other, you set up a screen, and you set up a light screen and a reflect, and all of a sudden, he's not going to die. His defenses are going to constantly get like boosted on top of itself. And it's just crazy what he gets to do. So, he has good defense and pretty good special defense. And I was looking at him like another Assault Vest option, kind of like what I did with Dragalge. I was thinking about giving him a defensive nature. Anything that reduces special attack or speed is fine. I think that's bold or impish. I'm not sure about bold, but I'm pretty sure impish, at least for the special attack debuff. And put 252 into defense and 252 into hit points, and then give him an Assault Vest. That way, you should have 300 in all the defenses by the time it all comes off. And if you're getting that reflector light screen down, he is going to be pretty safe. The only thing you have to worry about is really getting Thunder Wave. But even then, he's got some tankiness to him and some good health that he can just kind of go through it regardless. Now, like the strange thing about this guy is that he just doesn't go away sometimes. Like, I've hit him with Crunch before from my Snorlax after my Snorlax had fully powered up, and it only did half of his health, and that was before Superpower hit me. So, I mean, sometimes he's, like, absurdly tanky, and other times he just kind of all of a sudden just goes away. He's only weak to Fairy and Bug. Bug you almost never see, and Fairy, while being popular, I'm pretty confident he can take a strong Fairy hit because they're not, like, one-shotable under circumstances. Like, if you got hit by a Garchomp super effective move, you're gone. If you get hit by a Fairy super effective move as a tank, there's a chance you could survive it, and it really gives you extra time to set up as Malamar. Now, this is where it gets pretty straightforward for what you want to give him on his moves. Superpower. You give him Contrary Ability, you give him Superpower, and that's all you need to know, pretty much. While I do like Topsy-Turvy as a canceling move, since if you're going Assault Vest, you can't use it, but if you want to have a different option, like a Citrus Berry, or maybe just Leftovers, Topsy-Turvy works just fine. You can also have Night Slash. Night Slash is a really awesome move I've been seeing on Malamar just because of the stab, gives them extra bonus, it's all cool. If you want to go a defensive route on Malamar, he learns his own screens and his own Trick Room. So if you want to put him in a singles battle, you might want to give him Trick Room, Night Slash, and Superpower. And then Toxic. Something like that would probably work really well. And it's all that ability. Contrary just causes silly things to happen. Especially if, like, you can really get all those physical moves going. And once you get all powered up. He is just hilarious like that. I see him being a Pokemon that is perfect for being psyched up. Like, if you put a Carbink next to him, Carbink can use Screens, Psych Up, and Moonblast. Malamar, once he gets that first superpower or two going, you can eventually psych all that up, and now you're going to be insanely threatening. He just seems like a transitional buff support that can carry fights like it's nobody's business, if that makes sense. You can give him Rest, because every Pokemon can rest, so it'd be really strong. I was thinking one thing I've seen that was actually extremely terrifying. I was like, oh, I hope I don't go against this. Rest, Sleep Talk, Superpowered Night Slash. You don't need anything else, honestly. And if you get powered up while you're asleep, that's even good. And if you get a crit while you're asleep, that's even better. So he can do a lot of things. I think that a lot of people have been looking for with a Malamar strat is mostly how to set him up. If you're not going to use a Vest, I would say go with a Lumberry or a Chesto Berry. That way you can do the rest kind of setup. It would work really well in singles. It could work in doubles because my Snorlax does it. Like if you have a rest set up and a good tanky Pokemon, they can actually tank 6 hits, 3 turns of 2 hits each. My Snorlax has done that with full stockpiles, and I'm pretty sure Malamar can do that, especially if he's powering up while asleep. So, if you're not going to do the Assault Vest strategy, then I would say give him a Special Defense Nature, 120 points in Special Defense, 188 in Defense, and then the other 200 in Hit Points. Or maybe give him like 220 in Hit Points, 160, and then 148 with the Special Defense Nature. And that's kind of it. He can be a hilarious Pokemon, and depending on how well he can Superpower Bulk, he might make it on one of my final teams just because he is like a stockpile and more. He is the versatile stockpiler. And I hope you guys like the strategy. That's it for today, and it's Malamar. He does shenanigans. That's all I can say.